From the first computers to self-driving cars, we've constantly pushed the boundaries of what technology can do. But what if the next revolution isn't out there in the world, but inside our heads? Neuralink, a company founded by Elon Musk, has a mind-blowing goal: to seamlessly connect our brains to computers. But how do they plan to do it, and what could it mean for the future? Let's dive into the top 10 breakthroughs Neuralink could bring about in the next decade. Prediction number 1, merging with AI. Imagine an AI assistant that doesn't just answer questions but is directly wired into your thought process. Instant access to information, complex calculations done at the speed of thought, or maybe even expanding our capacity for creativity and problem-solving in ways we can't yet comprehend. The line between human and machine starts to blur. Is this the next stage of our evolution? Prediction number 2, brain-to-brain communication. Forget texting, forget video calls. What if we could send thoughts, emotions, even memories directly to another person? Instantaneous collaboration becomes possible. Language barriers might crumble. Of course, this raises massive concerns around privacy and mental manipulation. Are we ready for that level of unfiltered access to each other's minds? Prediction number 3, gaming and VR revolution. Remember when motion controls felt revolutionary? Neuralink could take that to the extreme. Imagine controlling your character with pure thought, feeling the textures of the game world or environments that respond to your emotions. VR could become indistinguishable from reality. Are we ready to lose ourselves in the digital world that completely? Prediction number 4, cognitive enhancement. Our brains are powerful but also flawed. Short attention spans, limited memory, the tendency to get overwhelmed. What if Neuralink could iron out these kinks? Increased focus for hours on end, unlocking hidden potential within our own minds, or even boosting raw intellectual capacity. But who gets access to these upgrades? Would it widen the gap between the haves and have-nots in a whole new way? Prediction number 5, revolutionizing paralysis treatment. Paralysis can feel like a prison within your own body. Neuralink offers the bold promise of restoring lost movement. By decoding signals from the brain, it could control robotic limbs with the fluidity of your own body, or even potentially stimulate the regrowth of damaged nerves. The impact on countless lives would be incredible. Beyond the mind-bending, Neuralink could change lives on a practical level. Prediction number 6, early detection of brain disorders. Diseases like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's can lurk undetected for years, robbing us of precious time. But imagine if Neuralink could pick up on the tiniest changes in brain activity, signaling a problem long before symptoms appear. This opens the door for early intervention, potentially slowing the progression of these devastating diseases, or maybe even stopping them in their tracks. Prediction number 7, seamless smart home control with thought. Forget fumbling for your phone or yelling at Alexa. Neuralink promises total control of your environment with the power of your mind. Lights that adjust to your mood, devices that learn your routines and respond proactively. For tech enthusiasts, it's the ultimate convenience, but this level of effortless living has its own risks. Could it make us too reliant on the tech? Prediction number 8, mental health breakthroughs. Depression, anxiety, PTSD, these disorders disrupt millions of lives, and current treatments don't work for everyone. Could Neuralink offer a fundamentally new approach? Targeted brain stimulation to disrupt destructive patterns, or neurofeedback-aided therapy delivered directly to the source of the problem? The potential is huge, but so is the need for caution. Messing with our minds can have unforeseen consequences. Prediction number 9, Neuralink for stroke rehabilitation. A stroke can leave lasting damage to the brain, making everyday tasks a battle. Neuralink's research hints at using targeted stimulation to help the brain relearn, forge new connections, and potentially regain lost functions faster than currently possible. While very experimental, this gives hope to millions living with the aftermath of a stroke. Prediction number 10, treating blindness and deafness. Neuralink wouldn't restore sight or hearing directly, but imagine if it could bypass damaged eyes or ears, sending visual data captured by a camera or translating sound directly into brain signals. This is incredibly complex as our brains are wired to decode information from our senses in a very specific way. But if successful, it would be life-changing. This is just a taste of the incredible possibilities Neuralink brings to the table. Whether it makes you excited, terrified, or a mix of both, this tech has the potential to redefine what it means to be human. The future isn't just coming with Neuralink. We might be creating it with our minds. What kind of future do you want to see? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's get the conversation going, and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this amazing story.